blah blah blah, it's Sunday. So this week's topic is more of an outright question. It's, would you ever date a transsexual, whether that be female to male or male to female, and why? So before I answer that, I have a little story because this was actually a really perfectly timed question, because Tuesday in my sociology class we had a little like Q&A session with a transsexual female to male who I actually have known for about a year. So I got to learn a lot more about whole transsexual, like, transitioning stages and all the legal laws around that. Like, did you know you can legally change your gender? So let me just preface this by saying I have nothing against transsexual people. I think that someone's gender or someone's sexuality shouldn't affect whether or not you like a person, not in a romantic sense, but just, we're all human beings and we're all different, and it's that uniqueness that makes us all so great. But that being said, it's kind of like I'm sexually attracted to women, and that doesn't mean I hate men. It doesn't mean that I'm discriminating against men. It's the fact that, like, I sexually am attracted to women and not men. So it's kind of like transsexuals, while yes, they can try to make their outer bodies match their, like, what they inwardly feel, science is just not advanced enough in order to make it completely real. Like, even a female to male, they'll never be able to really have a passable penis that will look the same as a genetically born male. You're never going to be able to put the two next to each other and not know which one's which. Plus, then there are those people who are transsexual who really aren't from one to the other. They outwardly, they wear like baggier clothes and dress more like a man, or they wear more feminine clothes, but then after you strip it all down, they still look like their original gender. Like, I have a friend who is transsexual, female to male, and they identify as a male, but they're still entirely physically a female. Basically, I wouldn't date a transsexual person because it's just too gray of an area, and my mind thinks so black and white. I like girls, I'm gonna date girls. So maybe in the future, when they make it entirely, like, scientifically possible for a male to entirely become a female, then yeah, I probably would. But they'd also have to be a lesbian. So they'd have to be like a guy who became a girl and wasn't into guys then, they were into girls, or they were into both, or something like that. So I think I answered that question. I don't know. Post some comments for me. Pretty much, like, this is a really difficult subject. Like, would you guys date someone who is a transsexual? And would it matter if they could entirely be able to be the other gender? Like, have children, produce sperm, that kind of stuff? I don't know. So leave me some comments below. And other than that, have an awesome week. Did you guys know that there's a little loophole around gay marriage, that if you marry someone and then they change their gender, then you'll still be married to them, but it could be a totally gay relationship? Like, if I married a guy who then changed his gender to be a girl, then we'd totally be gay married. Like, how freaking awesome is that? Okay, that's just a thought.